It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At their own 20-yard line. Right out of the gates, here's Smith. Short throw to Disley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. In motion, the tight end. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. Now 3rd down and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. A nice gain at 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Trying the left side with Walker. Stiff-armed him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, wait.
One of the Panthers' big off-season acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. But you talk about this Seahawk defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Young. That is caught by Thielen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake, Young. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Lock's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. Operating from the gun. Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. He's got it to the 43 here.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. Young to throw it. Room to maneuver at the 35. And down to the 28-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Hurst makes the catch, a welcome sight to the Panthers, who believe there's still growth in the 6-year tight end. Over 50 catches last season, hoping he is the field-moving tight end Carolina hasn't had since Greg Olson's prime.
On 1st and 10, Young. That one complete. He finds Shark.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That throw by Young incomplete. DJ Shark the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Young. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Metcalf motions left. Block gonna throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, Young again. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Here is Young. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw, Young. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they're going to have a 1st down and also well into field goal range all the way down to the 15 here. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 2nd and 6. Young will set to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Young now. Left side here to Sanders. So they'll line up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the 1st half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. And that's going to be caught downfield by Finn. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. Part of the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay, because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and he'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing now is Geno. Finding Walker complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Up the middle, here's Walker. And some room to work. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 70 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Just beating the play clock. Smith. He'll buy some time right. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Dallas up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's the rookie from UCLA, Zach Charbonnet. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are back within a score.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Young. There's another one complete to Shenault. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
On play action, Young. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately,
and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Eugenic and Wosu got the sack there. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Young. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And this is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Hard throw, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can take this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a 1st down.
Young on 3rd down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground. And despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone.
A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro.
From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Hey, here we go, Sunday. Talk about it.
Throwing is Smith. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Tuesday.
Geno now to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Connecting here with Chuck. The ball comes out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Metcalf motions left.
13X.
Now Geno. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The Seahawks on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. After the interception, here's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
12 yards. And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Off of play action, here's Smith. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs, and they have to officiate block and charge.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. We're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Smith on 1st down. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
So clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now here's Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Young going to move him around.
Ready?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And Young's going to throw it here. It's caught by Sanders. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Up the middle they go with Sanders.
And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to